Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can strum through little things by one direction. And it starts out with some really cool arpeggio licks around some chords actually that kind of get played for our verse part. And for the chords, we start on a G major chord. And when you play G major, first finger goes to the A string on the second fret, second finger is going to go to the low E on the third fret, and third finger is going to go to the high E on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then from the G major chord, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger is going to go to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D on the second fret, and third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum all the strings with that, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major, we're going to be going to an E minor chord. When you play E minor, first finger is going to go to the A string on the second fret, second finger is going to go to the D string on the second fret. And if you strum those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the E minor, we're going to be going to a D major chord. And when we play D major, first finger is going to go to the G string on the second fret, second finger on the high E on the second fret, and third finger on the B string on the third fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny four strings, that'll sound a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D major, for our intro and our verse, we're going to go right back to the G major. So from the very beginning, we got kind of G major, G major, C major, C major, E minor, D major, C major, D major, G major. A lot of times with a song like this, to make it a little bit more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the G and just tried that a lot. We'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we're going to do this song as kind of a strumming thing. We can kind of work it that way. The one weird thing is when we hit that C and D right before the last G, we kind of have just enough time to kind of half it. So on that part where you could just do a down, down, up on each chord. So when we get to it, we'd have C with a down, down, up, D with a down, down, up. Everybody else will kind of have the down, down, up, down, up. So we try that through our verse. We got G down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, C down, down, D down, down, G down, down, up, down, up. Now there are a whole bunch of really cool arpeggios, and what an arpeggio is where you're breaking up that chord in a particular way. So instead of playing the whole G chord, if you want it to sound a little bit more like the tune at the beginning, you could play 3 on the low E string, and then open D, and then open B, and then low E on the third, and then open D, and then second fret on the G, and then open G. And then we do that again. So we got 3, O, open D, 3, O, 2, open G. And then for the C chord, we kind of play the third fret on the A, second fret on the D, open B, and then kind of go back, third fret on the A, second on the D, second on the G, and then open G. So we got 3, 2, O, 3, 2, 2, O. And then for the E minor, we could go open E, and then 2 on the A, 2 on the G, open or E, 2 on the A, second fret on the G, and then open G. So we got O, 2, 2, O, 2, 2, O. And then on the D chord, and this is kind of tricky, but you can play 5 on the A string, and then 4th fret on the D, and then 2nd fret on the G string, and then kind of go back to 5 on the A, 4 on the D, 2nd fret on the G, and then open G. So we got 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, O. And then we kind of go back to the C and kind of go 3, 2, 2, 2. So 3rd on the A, 2nd on the D, 2nd on the G, 2nd on the D. And then we go to 5 on the A, 4 on the D string, open G, and then back to 4 on the D string. And then we kind of end with that kind of our G part from the beginning. So all together, you got the 3 O O, 3 O 2 O, 3 O O, 3 O 2 O, 3 2 O, 3 2 2 O, 3 2 O, 3 2 2 O, O 2 2 O 2 2 O, 5 4 2 5 4 2 O, 3 2 2 2 5 4 O 4 3 O O 3 O 2 O. So you could kind of work those arpeggios. Now there's a high guitar part there too, actually, and I'm kind of putting some things together to make this more digestible for if you're doing it solo. But you could kind of transpose that thing and kind of not care about some of the notes that are going on, and kind of end up with a really cool like little fingerstyle thing, kind of working off of the top 3 strings. So another way to kind of approach that lick would be going open G, open B, and then going 7th fret on the high E string, and then open G, open B, 5th fret on the high E string, and then open G, and then 3rd fret on the high E string is kind of your G lick. So yeah, 007, 005, 03, 007, 005, 03. And then for the C chord, you could kind of play the 3rd fret on the A string and kind of try and make a stretch all the way to the 7th fret for 307, 305, 03, 307, 03, 53. And then for the E minor, we could go open E, B string on the open, and then 5th fret on the B string, and then open E, open B, 5, and then 3 on the high E. And then for the D, we could do open D, open B, 5 on the high E, open D, open B, 5 on the high E, 3. And then for the C chord, we could go 3 on the A string, open B, 5, open B, and then open D, open B, and then 2, 3 is a hammer on the high E. So on that last note, I'm kind of playing 2, kind of putting down my 2nd finger to the 3rd fret to kind of get the sound to carry. So all together, you got 007, 005, 03, 007, 005, 03, 307, 005, 03, 307, 005, 03, and then we got the 005, 005, 03, 005, 005, 03, 305, 0023, and then you be back to the 3 or 007, 0053. So there's a couple different ways you could kind of approach that verse too. And when basically we're repeating that chord progression until we get to our chorus part. And on our chorus we go to an A minor chord, and when we play A minor, first finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the D on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all the strings with that, that sounds like A minor chord. It sounds really, really sad. And then from the A minor, we're going to be going to a C major, and then we're going to E minor, and then going back to D major. And that's basically our chorus progression, and we end up with different kind of tags at the end. So we try that with our strum pattern. Then we'd have A minor with a down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, and then the C, down, down, we kind of a big C with a down. And then we go to G and kind of do a down, down, up, down to the big G. And then we kind of be picking it up on our next verse. Now just as an aside, if you like that arpeggio feel that we're kind of working for our intro licks, you can actually kind of simulate that by working around some things called bass notes. And so another way to play through your verse actually would be kind of incorporating bass notes into what we're doing with our strum pattern. So on the G chord, for instance, you could play the low E string for your bass and then do your down, up, and kind of simulate playing with a bass player. So you have bass on the low E, bass, down, down, G with the low E, bass, down, down. On the C chord, you can do the A string for your bass. So C with an A, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, down. And on the E minor, you have the low E string for your bass. E minor, low E, bass, down, down. E minor, low E, bass, down, down. On the D chord, you have the D string for your bass. So D with a D, bass, down, down, D, bass, down, down. And then on the A minor, you have the A string for your bass. So we try to verse and just kind of try that. The weird part is where we have that C and D. So on that part, you just have a bass down up is really all you have time for. So we tried our verse with our basses. We have G with low E, bass, down, down, G with low E, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, down, E minor, low E, bass, down, down, D with a D, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, D with a D, bass, down, G with low E, bass, down, down. And then if we tried that idea through our chorus, we'd have A minor with an A, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, down, E minor, low E, bass, down, down, D with the D, bass, down, down, E minor with an A, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, down, E minor, low E, bass, down, down, D with the D, bass, down, down, C with an A, bass, down, down, big C, G with low E, bass, down, down, big G. Or what you could do if you kind of like that arpeggio feel is you could kind of throw in a bass for a chord and then kind of try working arpeggios around the chord. And if you're holding the chord down, you really can't play a bad note. But on the downbeat, right where we're doing the bass before, it's a good idea to kind of play the bass note for the chord. So on the C chord, you can kind of work out different arpeggios, different ways of breaking up the chord, and kind of try to make your bass note kind of the one that you start on. So that's kind of a free-form kind of idea, but that might be kind of cool for you, like to kind of work it that way, just because of the nature of the tune. So you may want to experiment with that, and you may want to experiment with that same kind of idea through the chorus too. Kind of just trying to do arpeggios, and if you know licks around the chords, that can be very cool to add that in too. So just kind of an idea there. But then if we try our verse, which is our bass down, up, down, up, kind of that one that comes in after that first chorus, we'd have G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, E with low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, D with a D bass down, G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, E minor low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, D with a D bass down, G with low E bass down, up, down, and then we'll be going back into our chorus. So we have an A minor bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, E minor low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, E minor low E bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, E minor low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, and then we'll be going into our bridge, which is basically like our chorus, except for instead of the E minor chord, now we're substituting into G chord. So on our bridge, we got A minor with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, A minor with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, A minor with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, and then we get to kind of our last chorus that sounds almost like you just do downs on it. So you have A minor, C major, E minor, D major, A minor, C major, E minor, D major, and then we kind of pick it back up on our C. So we could do our bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, and then we kind of go into our chorus full blown. So we got our A minor down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, E minor low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, E minor with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, E minor low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, and then I would really be tempted to play a big G major chord at the very, very end to let everybody know that it's time to clap. One other thing you may want to play and experiment with is kind of working this as a fingerstyle idea. So another way to play it, kind of without the pick actually, is you could kind of line up your fingers on different strings to kind of work the arpeggios or the arpeggio idea. So you can take the thumb and it kind of becomes your bass player for the low E and the A and the D string. Your index finger can kind of take the job of playing the G string, middle finger on the B string, and then the ring finger on the high E string. And a really simple fingerstyle arpeggio would just be going thumb, index, middle, ring, kind of straight through the strings. And if we tried that, like with our G chord, we have the low E string for your bass. On the C chord, you have the A string for your bass. On the E minor, you got your low E string for your bass. So now your thumb's kind of moving where it needs to for your bass. So on the D chord, you got a D string for your bass. And on the A minor, you have the A minor with the A bass. So if we tried our verse progression as a fingerstyle thing, the weird thing is the C and the D actually, instead of halving, we'll end up doing that fingerstyle pattern one time on them. All the other chords, we end up doing that pattern twice. So from the verse, you got G, G, C, C, E minor, D, and then a C, D, G. And then if we tried that idea through our chorus, then we have A minor, C, E minor, D, A minor, C, may want to experiment with that. And if we tried that through our bridge part, we'd have A minor, C, G, D with a D bass, A minor with an A bass, C with an A bass, G with a low E bass, D with a D bass, A minor with an A bass, C with an A bass, G with a low E bass, D with a D bass, A minor with an A bass, C with an A bass, G with a low E bass, D with a D bass. So that might be something else you want to kind of play around with, and you may want to try altering the order of the fingers to thumb, index, middle, ring is an absolute, and actually can be really cool to kind of mix it up. One really cool one for this song actually would be going thumb, index, middle, and then go thumb, index, which could be kind of cool. Like, so that way you can kind of take that 3 plus 3 plus 2 idea from the beginning and kind of apply it to your fingerstyle pattern. So you'd be going thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, index. Thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, index. That might be a cool one to kind of play around with too. You'd have G, G, C, C, E minor, D. One weird part about using that arpeggio though is when you get to the C, D, you'd end up kind of doing thumb, index, middle, index on those two. So you'd have C with the thumb, index, middle, index, D with thumb, index, middle, index. So you'd have the G chord, another G chord, C chord, C chord, E minor, D, C, D, G. And then if we try that through our chorus part, then we have A minor, C, E minor, D, A minor, C, E minor, D, C, C. So that might be something else to kind of experiment with too. But that's the basics of how you can kind of strum through and fingerstyle through little things by one direction. So good luck!